Nipah! Welcome back, everybody. It's time for the Daily Nipah. Rika Fruity Simulator 26. You can get yourself here at socksmeetpeoplesexy.net/games.h.io. It's a free as a Rika. Hi, Rika. What's going on out there? Mobbity hobbity gobbity gobbity hobbity gobbity hobbity mobbity hobbity gobbity goblin. How you doing? We got Bo, Smoking Bill, Extra Gemini. Starting off with a straight right away, Rika. We not fucking around today, are we, Rika? No clown today. Oh, Rika, you so silly. How y'all doing? What you been up to? Is it safe to taunt her? I mean, I do it sometimes, but she gets me back. It's, you know, it's all in good love. I love Rika. She's amazing. I mean, look at her. She can do anything she wants. Cause she's Rika. La 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 la. Ballin' Rika. Ballin' Rika. You posted those pictures of snow in the Discord around your house. I looked at the weather report for here for the next week, and it's all 80s. And I was jealous of not being in that winter wonderland of yours. I was like, man, this is a triple-double. Even though I would probably hate it. Samuel gutting with a hoe. True. Gotta be dressed up for such things, Bo. It's true. Like, my room was legitimately warm last night. And I was like, why is it so fucking hot in here? And I look at the... on my phone for the weather report, and I see that. I'm like, are you... I was in a voice chat with Anna at the time. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? He just starts laughing. I said, I'll BRB. He said, you gonna open your window? I said, yep. Uh 18 degrees with a wind chill of 7. Like, I know I say I'm jealous. I probably would prefer this at this point in my life because dealing with rigid, frosty conditions is tough on the body. But I can't not say I wouldn't enjoy it more. Because I've always been a wintry individual. Though I've lived in warmer climates. Oh, baby. Warmer climates. Another triple-double. So I don't know how well I would do it. Yeah, I've always been a bigger fan of... Another trip. Jesus, Rika. She says, make fun of me. You'll see. Good shit, Rika. Yeah, like, I've always done better in colder weather than warm. If it's too hot, I'm done. Like, stick a fat fork in me. Excuse me. Yo, Smoking Bill with the 45 watch streak. Thank you so much, Smoking Bill. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I think with our magic deck yesterday, I'm trying to do too many things. I think I should just stick to the mono green plan. There's literally too many options. I will get lost trying to make every deck. That is a near Potsy. Like, there's just literally too many options. It's so overwhelming with that many cards. I'm thinking, like, let's just get, like, Blanchwood Armors and Rancors and our creatures that kind of play off enchantments and stuff like that. And Berserk, since Berserks are just available now. I can't believe Aesthetic Troll's not just available. Like, is it really that good of a card? But yeah, it was crazy. I also got invited to be a partner on Kick. And I looked into Kick, and it looks kinda scummy. Kick.com. They invited me to stream there. And skip the partnership process and already be a partner since I have a community on Twitch. Like, the website itself seems to run fine, but it seems like it's a lot more lawless, too, I guess. Like, there's a lot of scumbags over there, we'll say. Yeah, it's probably something that also promotes a ton of gambling. I did read a little bit about that. And I'm just like, I don't know. That's a straight. Like, I do like the idea of getting paid with a hell of a better split. Instead of the shitty 50-50 split we get on Twitch, it's a 95-5 split there for creators, and you get paid by how much they're, like, there's traffic in your stream, so you actually get paid for, like, doing stuff like that, which I think is great. However, the rest of it sounded pretty sketch. Yeah, I think they hired Twitch's crew to basically also make their streaming site. So I like the site itself is fine. However, the implications of like the gambling or promoting gambling, the amount of people they let stream on Kick that that basically would either get kicked off of Twitch for being, you know, terrible people or whatnot. It's just allowed over there. Like stuff like that. And not that Twitch does a great job at enforcing these things, but at least they try. In some regards. It feels, in general, that it's just like a Wild West streaming service, so to speak. Which sounds nice for the streamer, but in theory, but I feel like it's going to be a lot bigger of a headache than... Again, the pay splits sound way better there for the streamer, which is good. Yeah, I know you mentioned that before, Bo, and I have talked about doing that as well. I should stream to my YouTube since it's also decently, you know, popular. I could also have my XCOM streams on there and just leave the VODs up. I wouldn't have to, like, local record so much, I suppose, but... Not that that's a big issue, but... And it is a 4-house. Peltor. There's a triple-double. Rika is on fire today. Pelt. Or Gordy. She's heating up. Boom shakalaka. Hope you're doing well today. It's good to have you here. Dee, dee, dee. And I've heard like people on Kick literally just streaming like TV shows. That is a straight. And just sitting there and basically farming revenue from that. I don't know, like, I'm obviously always looking for potential multi-stream abilities. Infringement, hate speech, yeah, that's the part that gets me. Looser policies, like, no. That's basically the cap on it when I was looking at it earlier, but I hate that they can't just... I mean, they do that because they want all those fucking nasty people on their website. There's a triple-double. Because they have to look for anybody they can to compete with Twitch. I will say, competing with Twitch is very hard. That is a double-triple. But it's no excuse to open the floodgates on the shitty people on the planet and reinforce that awful behavior that they continually do. Yep. And that's where I'm just like, yeah, alright. That's a triple-double. Twitch knows it can get away with barely paying the not 1% of streamer. Another fucking triple-double. Jesus, Rika. I think you've gotten more today than you have like the last 3 combined. I'm not even halfway through. I don't even know. I ain't even really paid by YouTube at all. She has tried for another trophy. You ain't wrong. Rika. Rika. Yeah, I went through that this morning, and I'm just like, everything I read about it makes it scammier and scammier feeling. Not so much scammy as lawless, I guess. And I don't, like, not even lawless, just basic, basic, basic human decency. YouTube not paying even for the members first? Oh, nobody's a member. That's why I don't really have any emotes or anything going on YouTube. This is the problem for me streaming so much every day, is I can't really get anything else together. And, like, make it worth other people's, you know, to want to subscribe to that stuff besides putting stuff out every day. Ooh wee, ooh woo. Stream setting up YouTube stuff? Yeah, I suppose I could go to arts or something and just pull the screen and be like, hey, look at me making, doing stuff. There's also the fact that I am awful at actually making stuff. I did make a couple of my own emotes like 100 years ago when I was speedrunning, but that was about it. Make sure hiding. Oh yeah, I wouldn't do anything behind the scenes like that at all. I ain't risking that shit. I've had my YouTube channel a lot longer than I've had my Twitch stream. And my YouTube channel since 2004, I think. The YouTube channel's old enough to drink. But yeah, that was, I'd never even really heard of Kick much until I got that email. And then I looked into it because I was curious, obviously, but it looks like a no-go. I have multi-streamed before. I've actually multi-streamed from Twitch and a Chinese streaming website back when I speedran. There was some Chinese speedrunners, and they helped me get hooked up on one of their streaming platforms. And I multi-streamed from Twitch and that site. I can't remember the site. And that was a lot of fun because the whole the Chinese chat kept trying to get me to say things like "ni hao" and stuff, and they would go crazy when I did, and it was a fun time. That was a straight. The lower Twitch tier. Who are you calling lower tier? I mean, percentage-wise, I'm definitely on the lower end of things, especially now that I don't average like 100 like I did in my speedrunning days. But yeah, I got an email that said they like what you're doing with your community, and you know you can come over and be partner right away on Kick. They have a 95-to-5 pay ratio, which obviously feels pretty good, but I don't think I would have an audience over there at all, even if I did. Like, hey everybody, I'm going to Kick. There would be like 6 people in chat. If that. And like, it's not just going to another platform, it's like, I've basically made a home here. I have emotes, I have partner. You know, I've been streaming here for over 10 years now. And while I don't mind expanding to multi-streaming, I don't know if I could not stream here. Streams like this are the best, but they are necessarily the small lower tier because being bigger would eliminate the possibility of this level of personal connection. It can. It can. Even when I was in like 100, like it wasn't like nearly, it wasn't crazy or anything like that. The only time I got crazy numbers is when I was doing like Nesathon, my first Nesathon, which was beating 100 NES games, speedrunning 100 NES games in 24 hours. And I got front page on Twitch. So I had like 1,000 plus or something in chat. Which was a wild ride. I could not keep up with chat. But also I've been speedrunning for like 20 hours, and doing that much speedrunning is very, very, burning of the energies of your mental state. Hi, Squiz. How are you doing, Ultima Queen? It also matters what kind of viewers you have. Absolutely. So that's why I say I don't think it would necessarily be bad if it got more popular over here. Like even if I had like 200 concurrent viewers, I doubt it would be that bad. Lots of stuff with the move going on still. Oh, geez, Squibs. Hope it finishes up soon so you can be more relaxed. So, like, I've experienced to a good stream of 80 to 100 peeps, no problem. Yeah. I don't think that's, even at 200 and 300, it's still really not that bad. If you're talking about, like, unreadable chats, when you get to thousands, that's when it gets a little harder. Because then there's a lot of people in chat. So a lot of people are going to want to say stuff. And that, again, is not necessarily a bad thing. It's how the stream is taken care of, how the mods are taking care of it, and how the community around it is being taken care of and being cultivated into something good. And yeah, there's tons of lurkers. That's a trip dub. Your first 10 to 20 peeps of the chatty once everyone else lurks, yeah. You get your other chatters in, yep. Or you communicate with chat even if there are only a couple people in chatting. Yeah. Some people aren't as good or as interested in the communication aspect of streaming, which is fine. That's how they want to do it. And when you get so popular to where you're getting like 1,000+ people in chat, then it kind of goes to the fact that you're just going to be able to read snippets in chat, or your mods are going to have to highlight things or stuff like that, as it will go too fast at a certain point. But even in that, you could still go sub only, and it would slow chat down. The streamer's just totally yeah, for sure. And the chat, so I barely follow any big streamers. I get that, And I know it gets uncomfortable for a lot of people when there's too many people. And that's just because I love AoE 2 content, sure. I mean, shit, when I was big into Overwatch for a while, I probably still follow a couple Overwatch streamers that are, like, fucking huge. But I never really followed them to, like, join into their chat. It was more just to support them and watch them because I enjoyed watching them. There's a completely different aspect at that point between chatter and streamer. But in general, it's mostly how it is being cultivated around the stream to see if it's like a good stream to be around, because you could still definitely have 100, 200, 300 and still be very you know, chatty with everybody in chat. Like, sure, you might miss a couple things now and again, but my chat doesn't go really fast, and I still miss things now and again. That's just gonna happen. It just sucks when people get really, like, hurt by it. It's like, sometimes I miss things, and it's especially hard when your chat is going a little fast. But again, I don't think I've ever really had too much of a problem with that. Owl Nest live stream? That's great. You miss things on purpose. I mean, only all the time. Sometimes as a chatter, you just gotta be okay with stuff being missed. Yeah, exactly. Like, things happen. And I certainly don't intend on missing what anybody says, but, like, I get hyper-focused on what I'm doing. I'm the only one chatting! God damn it, Squibs. Oh, shit. That's another triple-double. Rika's going for that ball-in, ball-in. Yeah, I'll have to look over and be like, did I miss anything? And fucking Squibs, 2015 Chandelar is literally overwhelming because there's so many cards in it. Like, I know it's a process to learn all these cards, but I felt myself getting pulled to like 12 different decks, and I'm just like, by the end of it, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stop looking for the most optimal thing every time, and I'm just gonna get what I want for my deck. Choose one of everything, yeah. The only chatter during XCOM and waited 10 minutes for a response. Yeah, because I get zoned into the game with my thought process. Like 20 to 40 random cards. Oh, oh yeah. That's why, and when I play it next time, I'm literally just gonna go for things I want: Blanchwood Armor, the Aura Creature, Rancors. You know, just stuff like that. I'm not gonna look forward to everything. And while we play, I'll start to pick up on other stuff. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. And I'm only sticking to, like... I pretty much want to play mono green. I feel like mono color is significantly easier in 2015 because... I mean, even green has its own disenchant with Naturalize, which I should probably get a set of those for the game. Like, there's so much more removal and speed and... just so much. But and I like that all that's available. I'd play without using any of the pick one of any card encounters and just build a deck purely from towns and rewards. That'd be cool. So you're basically forced to play with whatever you win instead of building. Yeah. And it's just overwhelming now. Like, I have a pretty vast knowledge of early Magic, but that's only between, like, a few years. And when you're dealing with 20 years of Magic now, 15 extra years added on, it's just a lot to get used to. Yeah. Exactly. So like playing it will just help memorize cards essentially. All I know is I love Rancor and I love the little creature that gets boosted from Rancor. I don't know why Ascetic Troll isn't available for the pick a card. I guess they deemed it too powerful. I don't know. I can't imagine it being too powerful. It's just a 3/2 for 3 hexproof regeneration. It's not like out of this world great like some of the Eldrazi shit. What's up, Panzer? Today's stream is XCOM. We're going back to our Tau run. Tomorrow, I'm sure we'll be hitting up the Magic links again. Oh, is it Troll? I thought it was Ascetic Troll. I looked it up wrong. I hate myself right now. That's what I'm fucking talking about. God damn it. I feel like, of all creatures in the deck, those would be some of the best ones. Just simply because Hexproof is so fucking good. Hexproof is what makes Maze of Ith pointless. Like, I realized when I put it in my deck, like, yeah, we could stop a big creature, but in newer Magic, it's so easy to get 600 creatures in play. Or have Hexproof. Like, Maze of Ith has kind of lost most of what made it special way back in the day. Not that it's a bad card still, but it's just not going to be all that helpful when everything. I did have a good laugh. I was watching one of the old school Magic videos last night. And the guy who runs it was like, the Hive, 5 mana, and you can pay 5 for a 1/1. In today's Magic, with 5 mana, you could probably tap 5 and get 5 race cars and win the game. Just made me laugh. Because it's true. The power ramp is real. Alright, that's going to be it for the Daily Nipah today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Rika just was killing it today. But you can get it yourself here at socksmakepeoplesexy.net/games.itch.io. It's as free as a bee, and you should check it out. Until next time, y'all, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that as well. Positive vibes, and remember...